Hey everyone, welcome to another Lots More video. Today I'm covering heroes. And heroes, I'm covering not like what the heroes do, but what heroes you need to focus on when you're either starting off the account, when you're so small. Just heroes that will benefit you more than other heroes, because not every hero is for every castle, but you will want to get all the heroes to gold eventually. But before that, the first familiar you need, I'll first go for familiars. Aquarius is a familiar that I recommend for you to get for you to be working on your heroes, because it will give you an equivalent of 1 to 2 brave hearts worth of stamina per day just for clicking a button. Once it's maxed out, that is. But going into heroes, there's certain heroes that are covering. I'm gonna cover for different little things, such as like you're focusing Coliseum when you're starting off, and you're focusing War, and if you're focusing Hypering. And then as well, right now I'm gonna be first covering the 3 basic familiars I recommend anyone to get the moment you can. So starting with the first 3 that you need to get no matter what, to gold. This is upgrading them to gold. That is, it is Trickster. Trickster is the first one. He's not a war familiar, but he gives you 25% research speed boost, which you need as much help as you can on reducing your research time to be able to progress faster in the game. He also gives you max energy and energy regeneration, which means you can hunt more monsters in a day because you have more energy and you regenerate your energy faster. This also makes it that you can actually advance a lot faster in the game. The next hero is Scarlet Bolt. Scarlet Bolt is, for the reason being, it has construction speed. When you're starting off, you need construction speed because a lot of buildings take a lot of time. Especially your upgrading builds is level 25 or their max levels, and those take usually over 1 week worth of time after helps. So as much as you can reduce that construction time, the better. And as well, it also gives you max energy, which means you can do more monster hunting in a day. The third hero in this list, the third hero that I would recommend for you to go for is Sage of Storms. The reason I would recommend going for Sage of Storms is because of construction speed. This will be the last of the 3 main heroes you want to go for the reason being construction speed that I covered before for Scarlet Bolt. Now, of course, it's not a good war hero, so it's not one hero you want to use for war, but you do want the construction speed anyhow. Now, from these 3 heroes, 2 of them are pretty good for monster hunting and Coliseum, so that's a plus. Actually, all of them are good for monster hunting. Okay, now covering Coliseum Heroes. Now these are heroes you want to focus. You want to go advance really fast in Coliseum. The first one you want to go for is Rose Knight. Rose Knight is a almost basic free-to-play hero that you always need to have in your lineup because of the first ability that gives a certain amount of, where is it? Take 5 seconds. Okay, so it gives an 8-second shield that makes all your heroes immune for 8 seconds, and then it's also a healer. That's a small heal. So this is one you want to get a gold because it really advances you really fast in Coliseum. Next ones you want to go for would be Tracker. Tracker is very good at focusing down heroes, and then you also have Demon Slayer. Now these 2, Tracker and Demon Slayer, are a really good combo because they both focus down on practically almost usually the same hero, because they both have a special targeting mechanic, and they both target one hero, so you can burst down whatever hero gets focused by these 2. Another hero you will need to go for will be Trickster. Trickster is a really good counter to Demon Slayer, so any assassin that jumps on you, Trickster is the hero I would personally go for as free play to counter any jump kind of heroes. And then another sort of hero that I would recommend would be Death Knight as a tank in case you need to fight with a tank. And then the last 2 heroes I would recommend for Coliseum are Prima Donna and Black Crow. Black Crow is a very good hero to use in case whoever you're facing off has a tank, because its ability cuts down armor heavily on tanks, which is usually the first target it focuses. And Prima Donna because you need a healer most of the times in your Coliseum lineup. Of course, there's other lineups you can work on that can be helpful, but they're not 100% reliable. They have their own situational benefits. But that's the reason I'm not going to cover them, because these are the ones that you will usually use, being Death Knight, Prima Donna, Black Crow, Trickster, Demon Slayer, Tracker, and Roast Knight. Roast Knight being the most important one of them all. This, of course, you're gonna go straight for Coliseum. Now, if you're going straight for War, you will need War Heroes. These War Heroes, again, will be Roast Knight. She happens to be a really good army hero. The other army heroes that you want to go for is Bombing Goblin, because it gives army stats instead of just one troop stat as a boost. And then from there, you want to work on these next 3 heroes for one for infantry, one for cav, and one for range. Child of Light. The reason for Child of Light is because it gives both HP and attack, which is what you want to focus on. That's for cavalry. Then we have Snow Queen, which is for range, and we have Oathkeeper, which is for infantry. And they're the same thing, HP and attack for army. Right. And this is of course for mixed attacks. For mixed defense. And these are the 5 heroes you want to go for. If you're becoming a trap, this is again so the 5 heroes you want to go for. And then from there, that's pretty much it on the attacking side. You want to go for Spirit for being a rally lead. You will need to go off 5 gold heroes on that tag you're using for, and you want to again focus on army attack, and then for him to have army HP. That army HP is a big plus, but army attack is the first thing you want to go for. Next up, I'll be covering heroes you will require for when you're a hyper. Every hyper has its own connection of 2 heroes, except for Gold Hypers. Gold Hypers has 1 free-to-play hero and 1 pay-to-play hero. So I would not recommend working on 2 heroes for Gold Hypers, so just 1. Of course, for at least, I still recommend getting the first 3 heroes that I mentioned in the very beginning, being Trickster, Scarlet Bolt, and Sage of Storms. But going for hypers, starting out with Food Hyper, we have Elementalist being the Food Hyper hero, and Oathkeeper being the other Food Hyper hero. For wood production, we have Roast Knight being right here, wood production for 150%. And then we have, I believe, Incinerator for wood production. Yeah, pretty much it. Next up, we're going for stone production. We have Death Knight for stone production. And then I believe it's Sea Squire. Yeah, Sea Squire is their stone production hero. So these are the 2 you need for you're becoming a stone hyper. When you're becoming an ore hyper, you're looking at Tracker. Tracker being a really good ore hyper hero, because you can use it for more things than one. And the other ore hyper hero would be honestly, I don't remember who the other ore hyper hero is. Just by looking at Bombing Goblin, maybe? No, it's not Bombing Goblin. He's the army hero. It's not Soulforge. He's gold. I need to remember who the other ore hyper hero is. That's wall defense. Or hyper. Sage of Storms? No. I really can't remember who the other one is. It's an attack hero. Generator Stone. Jade as Wall. Death Archer. Okay, so the 2 ore hyper heroes will be Death Archer and Tracker. This will be the ore hyper heroes that you want to go for. And then for gold hypering focus, you want to go for Soul Forger, because it's 150% more gold production, which are really good heroes for production wise. So that's pretty much all the heroes you need to really focus on starting off. I already covered the first 3 heroes I recommend no matter what. I also covered the Coliseum Heroes, the basic ones you want to go for, which you want to get to go as soon as possible. I also covered the War Heroes in case you want to go in for focusing on war and becoming a trap. And also focused on the heroes you need for hypering. If there's any other set of heroes that you guys want to know for free to play, I'll leave it in the comments. I respond as soon as I see the comment. And that's pretty much it for the video. Don't forget to work on your Aquarius in order to be able to work on these heroes a lot more. And I hope you found this informational. If you did, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll catch you up in the next one. Peace.